But it was excellent the way that it was. So, all
I
right. So,
know.
hi, Doctor.
Overthinking.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, everybody. Dr. Nikita Vizniak with the amazing super therapist.
Susie Morrison.
Susie, tell us what you do. Why are we doing this little process right now?
Right now, we're meeting to talk about business. I'm a clinic owner in North Burnaby for New Heights Massage Therapy. And
Show us the shirt. What do you got?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
wearing the shirt represent.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Yeah.
So, what motivated you to start your own practice?
Well, I wanted to open my own business for a number of reasons. One, I was commuting from Anmore all the way to downtown Vancouver.
That's a
And
commute. Yeah.
yes, and I
Yeah.
loved working at Electra Health. I was there for almost 10 years, actually. I started as the clinic manager and then grew into becoming a massage therapist. But I knew that that commute was quite long. It was getting to be a bit much. And I always had it in the back of my head that I might want to open my own business one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I decided to take that leap of faith and dive right in. And now we're here almost 2 years later with
Nice.
not only massage therapists, but body workers, a chiro, two acupuncturists, and we hope to grow even more.
Excellent. Excellent. So, the big question that a lot of people watching this are going to ask is, how did you know the timing was right?
I think no one knows for sure when it's the exact time to make that kind of move. But you have to definitely step back and reevaluate like, what do you want? Do you have some savings that you're able to open up a business with? What your goals are? Like, do you want to open something small? Do you just want to be independent or do you want to work with other people? I definitely like the idea of being multidisciplinary and having other therapists to refer to and not only do team meetings and fun events and kind of grow together. So I wanted something a little bit, not huge, but modestly big to
Well,
grow. Yeah,
absolutely. And the other benefit that you have too is in having these multidisciplinary clinics, you can offer so much more for any of the patrons to your business, right?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. So let me ask you this. Did you feel like you were adequately prepared, or was it more of a leap of faith kind of thing that you did? Because I know you and you're a good planner. So tell us
Well,
more.
I'd like to hope that I'm a good planner. I definitely wanted to get all my ducks in a row first. And in massage school, most of the classmates and whenever we did PD, people are always like, "Oh, yep, Susie, she's the one who will open a business one day."
Hmm.
Just because I already had that experience working with Mark Bentz. He definitely was a great mentor to me and I learned a lot from him, but being able to kind of step into that role and manage clinic from the back end and
Yeah.
see all the ins and outs and how a business grows and what has to happen to make it successful was
Hmm.
really beneficial for me. But then having a business degree also and having that background already, like just gave me that stepping stone to go into this kind of work to begin with
Yeah.
and possibly not just massage, but also run the business.
Yep. Yep.
So I think it was a combination. Like it definitely is a leap of faith because you don't know what the outcomes might be, especially because we had just had the pandemic.
Oh,
We
yes. Yeah.
we weren't sure, if I opened up a business in 2023, like if we had to shut down again, how long? It could have been X number
Hmm.
of months before we could get operational again. So there's lots, even in this climate with politics and everything, you sometimes are worried about suppliers or,
Hmm.
different things. Thankfully, in our industry, there's not a lot of things we're buying, and this is it's a service industry, but at the same time, there are factors that can affect your business.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
definitely a leap of faith, but also I felt very well
Well, yeah,
organized.
exactly. More of an educated leap, if you will,
Yeah.
right? All right. What
Yeah.
do you think your biggest fears and challenges were before starting?
The first one was definitely financial. I would say just making sure that, when you're giving something your complete nest egg and you're like, okay, here, let's hope that the business will grow and that you'll get that return on investment eventually. It can feel like a very big risk, right?
Yep.
And not everybody feels comfortable with those life decisions because you don't know if the business will flop in the first year or two
Yes.
and then you have to start from square one again.
Hmm.
So definitely financial. And I was doing it all on my own. I didn't have a bank loan. I didn't have a partner, didn't have a
Hmm.
safety net of someone else to lean on or fall back on, besides my mentors, of course, and people
Hmm.
in our industry. But as far as opening the business, I did it on my own.
Yep.
And then the second, barrier or like fear really was just the lack of having your own time for yourself because as a
True.
massage therapist we go into this industry because we love the work-life balance, we
Hmm.
love the quality time we get at home. Still, we get to do our job, do our chart notes, and then go home. But when you own your own clinic, you definitely have to make more sacrifices and remember that the business comes first, so you end up
True.
thinking about the business every day, all day.
It winds up being your child, really, is what it is,
It
right?
is. It's
Yeah.
my baby for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. So, on this, how did you evaluate your readiness, like financially, emotionally, professionally? How did you know it was time?
Well, once again, it's hard to say when it was like the exact time. I think it was a progression of little movements and steps that brought me to that decision.
Yep.
It was definitely, going and looking at places, getting a sense of what the steps are, making lists for myself of all the to-dos of what would be required if I opened my own business, how much money would I need,
Yep.
all these factors. And at a certain point you reach that point of no return and you sign the lease and you're like, okay, I'm all in, I'm doing this. Let's hope that it's successful because you're going to pour your blood, sweat, and tears into it, right?
Absolutely,
So
because you want to see this thing survive and thrive, right?
yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
So, let me ask you this then. Were there any mentors or resources that guided you in making this decision? You've already mentioned Electra, Mark Benz a little bit. Anything else that took you through this?
Well, of course, people like you, Dr. Nick, I was able to come see you for treatment, but every time I came, I had a list of questions, things I wanted to know because you're a clinic owner. I talked to people like Vicky Bell or Amy Holland,
Hmm.
so other clinic owners, and just got their opinions on, resources and supplies and things to look for in a clinic or through the hiring process of bringing other therapists on.
Yep.
I also am very lucky to be part of the RMTBC and
Oh,
our
huge
association.
value there. Give the shout out for them.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I
Yeah.
mean, Angus, I was calling him a lot and asking him questions, and they're so gracious to like lend us equipment or give us supplies whenever
Mhm.
we do things like hats off day or community events where we're able to provide, say, chair massage. So we borrow their chairs, all those kind of things were really huge. And I think yeah, everybody should be a part of the association if they're not already. I encourage all of my therapists to join because there are advocates, so definitely
Yes.
want
It's
that.
not only be a member, it's be an active member. So use the resources that they're providing. So many people become members and they don't do anything with it. They have so many good things to offer, and it's a win-win for everybody.
100%.
It's a win for the therapist, it's a win for the profession, it's a win for the association. Ultimately, it's a win for the clients and patients that you see, all of us being able to do a better job for people, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, now the real question. I think it's really smart what you said about asking other people in industry because you're always, you interview 10 people and you become the 11th expert, right? So it's always what worked, what didn't work. So if you could go back, is there anything you would do differently before you started?
Well, this answer will surprise you, but no, I think the way I opened my clinic, I'm very happy with it. I feel very blessed in the sense that I had that network of people around me to help me, but also had that motivation from within and was coming from a place in my life where I was ready to just really dive in and give it my all. And so it was kind of a kismet time in my life where I believe that yes, we make little mistakes, but we also grow and learn from them. So I wouldn't
Mhm.
actually change anything about the process we've been through.
You don't even know how good that answer is because it shows how well prepared you were. Like it was like check, 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 away we go. Yep, this is in line, this is in line, this is in line. Fantastic. And that's what you would hope for anybody starting a business like this, right?
Totally. And I mean, anybody that needs help, I hope that they would feel that they could reach out to me or people like you. I've had other new therapists come to me and ask what the process is, or even therapists who have been in the industry for many, many years and just have never taken that leap of faith to open up their own clinic and have always worked for or with other people. And it's nice to be able to share my experience with
Hmm.
them, share resources with them. I've given my lease agreement, just full
Yes.
stop. Like
Yeah.
I feel transparency is the most important thing in our industry because there's no point in like holding things or worrying about being in competition with each
So
other.
right. So
Because
right.
the truth is there's plenty of pie to go around. There's lots of people out there that
Yep,
aren't even getting treatments that have benefits and aren't using them. And so I'm really, I'm a big advocate for us to be all like a team and cross refer patients when, I'm fully booked up with a wait list. So
yep,
I'm constantly trying to get people to go see other therapists instead of myself. And I think those referrals come back to you tenfold too, because
100%.
I've had people refer people to our clinic and it's like, it's amazing, right? So,
It is. And it's, again, it's a win for everybody because we see such good research behind massage therapy and the benefits that it offers. And it's such a win for the practitioners as well. Like you said, trying to find that work-life balance. If you were to go back, like kind of a call to action here, to encourage our listeners to reflect on their motivations and assess their readiness for entrepreneurship or business skills, what would you say the top three things are? I know this is a surprise question for you. Top
that's
three
okay.
things are to know that you're ready.
I think the top three things to know you're ready would be definitely to spend some time and do some internal soul searching and figure out like, are you the type of person who wants to take that kind of endeavor on and will be able to get into the trenches and dig in when you need to, or do you prefer to like do your job, go home and have that separation of home and state? Like you don't want to think about work all the time, then maybe this isn't for you.
Hmm.
If you, other soul searching things is like, are you ready to give up that time,
Hmm.
in your life? And maybe you have other bigger things going on in your life. You're getting married, you're having children, you've got all these external things that are already pulling you in a million different directions. So you have to really figure out, do you have the time and the willingness to do this endeavor? Secondly, do you have the resources and the
Hmm.
like a little bit of money at least set aside to figure out if you can afford to do this, because you don't want to start and then have to take out big loans or
Yep.
not be able to cover some of these unforeseen expenses. When we got in here, it was going to cost $10,000 to put in laundry.
Hmm.
And instead, I decided to do laundry sent out, which of course my therapist love and I love too. But in the long run, it will cost me more money because
Yep.
we did over 11,000 pounds of laundry last
Yeah,
year.
I know. When you look at
So,
stats like that, people just have no idea. I'm just like, yes, this is a
yeah.
legit thing you have to think about.
Exactly. But there
Yeah.
are hidden costs that you're like, oh, I didn't realize, the strata fees would be so much,
Hmm.
or that at the end of the year, they'll look at it and then they'll decide, oh, they had a shortfall and now you owe X amount of money or
Yep. Yep.
whatever might happen, right? So you definitely have to be prepared for these little like dings here and there that you didn't see coming, right?
Yep. Yep. And that's again that whole process that you went through for your readiness, interviewing multiple experts, looking through on the clinic operations. Now, are you not planning to expand already 2 years into practice? Is this what I'm hearing?
Well, I wouldn't say we're doing it just yet. I
Yeah.
definitely want to see New Heights and Burnaby, grow a little further. We're at, I'd say, about 60% capacity at this time.
Yep.
So we have 6 treatment rooms and we're open 7 days a week, AM, PM shifts. So we could probably safely bring in like five more full-time therapists.
Yep.
But with that said, eventually, our pipe dream now is to open a second location, either in Surrey or Langley or
Yep.
Coquitlam, somewhere a little farther away, but definitely won't create, it will be a nice balance between the two clinics.
Yep.
And I would love to see our brand go other places too. Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. All right,
Yeah.
Susie, thank you so much for your time. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next episode. And this has been fantastic. And all the thanks and excellence for your success. I wish you more of it. Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
All right. Cheers.
Thanks.